Hi, welcome to the Pam Paris channel. My podcast is now in progress. Let's tune in.
That takes us to another question because it's a step-by-step process. But before we can determine what an individual should do, we've got to find out more about that individual because remember, everybody's different. There are some people that have more levels of clarity than others. And there are some individuals over the age of 50 that are better positioned than others. So that's why it's not a class thing. It's not a one shoe fits everybody above the age of 50. This has to be an individualistic approach because it is an individual path to that unique person's DNA match for true love. Let's put it that way. Spiritual DNA, romantic DNA, however you want to word that. Okay, so my question is this. Now that we understand that we can either find, discover, or create clarity, we also know that you can decide whether or not you want to describe the man you desire or identify what you should be doing to get to that particular true love. There's another question, and that question is this. What if someone wants to do what they should not be doing versus what someone should do that they do not want to do? Because that's the problem. And that's what I mean when I say when someone starts saying, well, what should I do? Well, you now have got to understand that there's a difference between what you should be doing that you don't want to do versus what you should not be doing, what you do want to do. You see? So there's the answer to that question. What should I be doing? Well, we got to find out what you should not be doing because that's always the case. People say, I want to look a certain way. I want to feel a certain way. And the doctor says, well, this is what you should not be doing. Okay, well, then I'll stop. That's what you say to the doctor. But the minute you get home, you go right back to doing what you should not be doing. Why? Because what you want to do takes over. So before we can even help someone to separate the should from the should not and the want from the want not, we have to ask this individual this one question. What drives this person? What drives this person to do what they do in their lives? Because every day people wake up and they do things. And they're either doing things that are going to take them to success in any endeavor, including true love, money, whatever, or they're doing things that move them away from it. It's either one or the other. So we've got to look at what drives this person. So if the person is going the wrong direction and we find out what drives them, we can adjust that. So again, my point is everyone is driven by something because there are things that people should do that they do not want to do, and there are things that people should not do that they want to do. And that makes sense, doesn't it? All right. So if you want to know what to do, and you want to ask me, what should you do to gain this clarity, to find your true love, I have to know what drives you. Let's just say that you are the driver of your automobile, which you are. And I'm going to have a conversation with your car, and your car is going to tell me how the car qualifies you. Car says to me, well, I can tell you right now, Pam has an operator's license. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to operate this car. The car knows you know what you're doing. That's why the car responds to you. So when you understand how to operate an automobile, you also need to know the direction you're going into, whether you're going right, whether you're going left, forwards, or backwards, or in neutral.